Have you ever heard of a mysterious figure so terrifying that his mere name strikes fear into the hearts of millions? A figure known as the Dajjal, often referred to as the ultimate deceiver, the false Messiah, or the Antichrist in Islamic tradition. But what is the truth behind this legend? Has Dajjal really existed in history, or is it just a symbolic warning? Today, we are going to dive deep into ancient texts, religious scriptures, and historical references to uncover the mystery of Dajjal. So, make sure you watch this video till the end, because what you're about to hear might change your perspective forever. Cut to host. Serious expression. The word Dajjal in Arabic means the deceiver or the liar. According to Islamic eschatology, Dajjal is a man who will appear before the day of judgment, claiming to be a prophet or even God himself. He will perform extraordinary miracles and deceive countless people. Muslims believe that his reign of terror will be one of the final tests for humanity. But where did this concept come from? Did any historical records mention him? When we look at early Islamic traditions, we find numerous hadiths, sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, that describe Dajjal in great detail. He is described as blind in one eye, with the word kafir, meaning disbeliever, written on his forehead. He will travel the entire world in 40 days, with each day equivalent to a year, a month, and a week respectively, and then the remaining days as normal days. Many scholars interpret these descriptions literally, while others believe they might be symbolic, representing an era of deception and moral decay rather than a single physical entity. Interestingly, the concept of a false Messiah is not limited to Islam. In Christianity, there is the idea of the Antichrist, a deceptive figure who will emerge at the end of times to mislead people. Similarly, in Jewish texts, there are references to false prophets who will appear before the coming of the Messiah. So, did any real person in history claim to be God and resemble the traits of Dajjal? Throughout history, there have been many false messiahs and self-proclaimed prophets. One famous example is Sabbatai Zevi, a 17th century Jewish mystic who claimed to be the Messiah and gathered a huge following before he was forced to convert to Islam by the Ottoman Sultan. Another example is Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian, who in the 19th century claimed to be the promised Messiah and Mahdi. Though his followers consider him a reformer, many Muslims saw this as a dangerous deception. Then there were political leaders and emperors who behaved like demigods. For example, Roman emperors like Nero, who demanded divine worship, and even some modern dictators who portrayed themselves as saviors. Could these figures be considered manifestations of Dajjal? Some scholars argue that Dajjal is not just a single individual, but rather a global system of deception, a movement, ideology, or collective corruption that misguides people away from truth and faith. In recent times, with the rise of technology, misinformation, and mass manipulation, many believe that the Dajjal system is already active. The spread of fake news, digital propaganda, and the increasing obsession with materialism and superficial lifestyles are seen as signs of this era. But what about physical sightings? Are there any credible historical records of a person exactly matching the descriptions given in Hadiths? The answer is no. There is no concrete evidence of a person with one blind eye, miraculous abilities, and the word kafir on his forehead. However, believers argue that the Dajjal will appear in the future, as many prophecies suggest. Until then, the concept of Dajjal serves as a powerful warning, a reminder to stay vigilant, strengthen one's faith, and not be easily fooled by appearances, wealth, or empty promises. Cut to dramatic visuals, collapsing cities, social media chaos, or Whether real or symbolic, the figure of Dajjal forces us to reflect on the forces of evil that exist within society and within ourselves. It is a call to purify our hearts and minds and to always question the intentions behind what we see and hear. Host returns, looking contemplative. In the end, whether Dajjal is an actual person waiting to appear or a metaphorical representation of corruption, the lesson remains the same. The ultimate battle is between truth and falsehood, and each of us has a role to play in choosing the right path. Pause. Soft music starts. So, what do you think? Is Dajjal a historical figure, a future threat, or just a symbolic concept? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like,